for those who just arrived, have we got anybody else who was here yesterday for the panels? Because I know we've got a couple down here.
Any new people?
Oh,
look at them.
right.
Your first Sci-Fi Scarborough or first-time panels? Both.
Both. What do you think of the show so far? Ah, there you go.
Oh, that's all right then.
Coming again.
No pressure. It might be the last
panels
time.
yesterday were fantastic. I think we're going to have a bit of a scream here, to be honest. But anyway, right. So a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, the Force was strong, and so was the makeup budget.
So today we're joined by three incredible actors who survived the costumes, the creatures, and the occasional close encounter with a lightsaber.
From Ewok Forest to First Order Battlegrounds, they've seen it all.
Please give a full-size welcome to Brian Wheeler, Clem So, and Jonathan Cass.
Here he is. Don't be shy, Jonathan.
I'll sit on the end.
It is a nightmare navigating these. Come on through.
I was commenting yesterday on the fact that I think they've changed the sort of curtains at the side, because getting through them is a nightmare. You get lost in there.
There we go. There's a lot of curtains back here. It's very easy to get stuck in them.
There's actually a toilet down the back of the stage, and we nearly lost somebody. We call it the murder toilet at the moment. Or the toilet of death. But no, I think Tim, our runner, is still down there at some point.
Grab that. Because Katie sat on a microphone yesterday. We're auctioning it off for a lot of money later on now. There you go.
Right. So I know, Clem, you've been here a couple of times
Hello.
before, haven't you? Yeah, welcome back. But for you guys who are here for the first time, we have a bit of a tradition. And that's... Also, when we put these chairs back upstairs in storage, we had to test them pretty thoroughly on Friday, check they were all working. There's one that wasn't, but we put that one safely out of the way.
Yeah, that's disappeared, so... Yeah. Just for you, Clem.
Brian's in it.
It's Brian's, yeah.
Grasshopper.
So we've got a bit of a tradition, which is the quick fire round. So this is a bit of an icebreaker, and if you've not seen it before, we covered some of the burning issues of modern life. So we'll go across.
Oh, yeah, we are a microphone short. You are going to have to share two between you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot to...
They still haven't afforded a fifth microphone. So.
You're not just a microphone short.
But if you've gone down to see Brian, he is a screamer.
Very naughty man.
Right, so first one then, cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Why?
Because just more fun and loving, and cats just love you for the food, and they're the boss. And dogs are unconditional love, and cats hate you, basically.
Cats. Well, I like dogs as well, you know. Both, maybe. Well, maybe because cats, more you don't have to take them out for a walk, do you? So.
Yeah.
I have seen somebody take a cat for a walk. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen, I think.
Dogs, because cats poo everywhere else. They poo in my garden. And I've got a dog as well. I put a saddle on it.
Just because we like a bit of audience participation, who are cat people here? Who are dog people here? Ooh.
Quite a few.
Who's neither?
We had horse people yesterday, and Katie Manning was talking about horse people.
Yes.
Right, so pizza or pasta?
Pizza.
Nice choice.
Because who doesn't like a pizza? I mean, it's just glorious food, isn't it?
We've got a follow-up to that.
Yeah.
Well, the contentious...
Anything with cheese on, you can't go wrong.
I mean, you can't go wrong with cheese. The contentious one, and Mark and I disagree here.
Go with it.
Pineapple on the pizza, though. Yes!
That used to be my favourite pizza, Hawaiian.
Yay!
Ham and pineapple, yeah.
They're all weird.
Yeah. Well, you have olives in stuff, and they're technically a fruit, aren't they? You have tomatoes in salad, and they're technically a fruit. So why not fruit on pizza? There you go.
Pasta. And you can have cheese on pasta as well, by the way.
And what about the pineapple? I can't remember what you said about pineapple 3 years ago. Pineapple on pizza.
No, I'm not sure. Why are we talking about pineapples on pizza?
Well, exactly.
I thought you said pineapple on pasta. I was like...
No, that would be your next level mad, but...
Yeah, but you know, I love tagliatelle. Carbonara sauces or bolognese. That's nice, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I agree with you. Pasta, it's easy, quick. You can make a big load or you can have a little load. I've got a pizza oven, which I cook pasta in.
Pasta in the pizza oven.
And where are you on the pineapple on pizza dilemma?
Yeah, pineapple on pizza's good. With ham, yeah. And a few cherry tomatoes. Ooh. Yeah, and a bit of garlic, a bit of peppers. Yeah.
Oh, we're going to
Do you want
stay
me to
on the
carry on?
food theme then whilst we're here. Marmite, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes!
I love Marmite.
Unanimous for the Marmite.
On toast, yeah. It's nice.
Where were we on Marmite down there? Yeah, there you go.
Oh, we've got a very,
doesn't
very
ca-
disgruntled face at the back. Absolute no.
Who doesn't care?
You can't get... I think you're the first person who doesn't care on Marmite.
No middle ground. No middle ground. Right, so as much as we are aware there's three of you and there's lots of careers to talk about, so we thought, how do we handle this, three people? So we're going to treat it like a proper Star Wars fan. We're going to start with the originals, skip the prequels, go straight into the sequels, and then we'll come right up to date. Sound fair? All right, then. We'll go with that, then.
Right, well, okay then, Brian, well, let's start with you. I mean, you back in 1983, we've had guests who were on A New Hope, we've had guests who were on Empire Strikes Back, and guests who came in at Return of the Jedi.
I was in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, so you were joining something that was a bit of a behemoth, already. And you, as I understand it, you were very, very early in your acting career at that point. So tell us a little bit about how you got involved and what that was like.
Well, I was a graphic designer first, and then I saw an advert in a newspaper, a film wanting people under 4'6". I phoned up and I said, I'm under 4'6". So they said, go to the studio and have a fit-in. Didn't ask me, didn't check me or anything. So I went straight to the studio. Was sitting there having my legs plastered so they could make the costume. And then I sat next to this guy who I ended up being friends with for over 40 years. And he was the other Jawa in Jabba the Hutt's palace. There was four of us, but there was two main ones, me and Andy Hurd. And I ended up sitting next to him, talking to him. And he lived in Berkhamsted, and I lived in Hemel, which is quite funny because we were close. And then I sat there and said, so what are we doing here anyway? And he said, we're doing a new Star Wars film. New Star Wars film, really? Yeah, Return of the Jedi. No, Revenge of the Jedi, sorry.
Oh, of course, yes.
It was, and I've still got the sweatshirt that says Revenge of the Jedi, because we all got on as crew and staff and cast. And so I did Ewok for 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, and then they asked me if I wanted to do a Jawa, which I hadn't got a clue what it was about. So I went to Jabba the Hutt's palace, and I was a Jawa, one of the main two there.
And
So-
had you seen the other Star Wars films at that point? You'd been to the
I'd
cinema
seen,
and watched
I'd seen
them?
one and two,
Yeah.
A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, I'd seen them. I was a fan. And there to suddenly be on set meeting Harrison Ford, which I had a photo with. Funny enough, I've got a photo with it. And in the background is a photo bombed by Warwick Davis, rolling on his skates as an 11-year-old or whatever, how old he was. And so I met Harrison Ford, which is amazing. Met Mark, obviously you met most of them, but Mark Hamill got very friendly. And one day he chatted to me and I said I hadn't had any breakfast. So he gave me his breakfast bar, which is quite
bless
nice.
him.
And when I asked for his autograph, because I used to ask for autographs then, he wrote to my co-star Brian Wheeler. So that was quite nice.
Oh, yeah, so he's as advertised. He comes across as just such a nice guy even now.
Yeah, no, Mark Hamill was absolutely wonderful. Carrie Fisher was nice, but not always with us, we'll say. She was nice. Peter Mayhew was just enormous, 7'4", and I had a picture with him and the smallest guy in Britain, who's 2'6", Michael Henry. So that's quite a photo. 2'6", 4'6", and 7'6".
Wow.
But you say going into this, you didn't actually know it was a Star Wars movie. It was presumably under a cover name was the project at the time, and you only found out when you got there.
Sorry, say again?
So you were saying that you didn't actually know it was a Star Wars.
Oh, yeah, we
project.
knew it was
Oh, you
Star
did?
Wars.
Right.
Yeah. Blue Harvest was just a nick, and they're still doing it now on films that we work on. There's code names for it, which is quite funny because people that know that are doing the filming, they say a code name, And they go, oh, yeah, you're filming on such and such. Yeah, all right, okay, you know. But they try to keep it secret and stuff. It's just like funny code names. But yeah, so Blue Harvest was a code name.
And it's not just Star Wars you've done either. So you were in Harry Potter as well, weren't you?
Come and see my table. I've got photos
You
to sell.
have got two
I've got photos to
photos.
sell of me and Harry Potter.
I've been drinking since my research started. So how was that sort of all these years later and obviously Warwick again there?
I still worked on a few films before that. I was on Neverending Story with Between.
That's a classic
I was
film.
on a film with Richard Burton, Wagner's Life Story. So I still did filming all the time. And then it was a fair few years later that it was Harry Potter. And I did 4 of them, Goblet of Fire, Half-Blood Prince, Deathly Hallows 1 and 2. And that was amazing. The first one we just had a costume, but the last 3 I had suits because I was one of the Gringotts bankers. And we just had suits and had all this makeup on, which took 4.5 hours roughly to put on.